Hi everyone, my name is John McKay and I'm the founder of SameSame. SameSame exists because in over 70 countries all over the world, consensual and private same-sex activity and forms of gender expression are criminalized, creating a hostile climate that has a knock-on effect on the mental health of LGBTQ+ youth. Even where there are legal protections, queer youth still suffer from mental health challenges at exponentially higher rates than their peers. Take South Africa, where I'm from, as just one example. Despite a very progressive constitution that protects sexual and gender minorities, queer youth still suffer from depression at 4 times the rate of their peers. And because of fears and stigma and discrimination, they are afraid to access the services that might exist. A survey in 2016 found that over 50% of healthcare workers in South Africa thought that gays and lesbians were disgusting. There simply isn't enough time to train a whole new generation of healthcare professionals to deliver identity-affirming care for our community. Fortunately, there is a solution. SameSame is a queer collective from the global south that brings together design skills, software engineering skills, content production skills, clinical skills, across a range of different countries. Our team has worked in over 40 countries all over the world, and we've come together now to build what we wish we had when we were growing up. What is that exactly? Well, we've created a WhatsApp chatbot with the support of the Chat for Impact Accelerator. This WhatsApp chatbot was designed because WhatsApp provides us with the perfect channel to reach young people at scale. It's a platform that they already use, and it's a platform that they love and trust. It's a platform that is affordable for them to access. Most of our users live in places where downloading a lot of data can be very expensive. WhatsApp also allows us to deliver a service that is cost-effective to scale and to run thanks to automation and artificial intelligence. Finally, the team at SameSame is obsessed with making sure that our service is safe, protecting our users and their data. And that's why WhatsApp's end-to-end encryption is also so important to us. Great, you get it. WhatsApp is the right channel. But what are we actually building? The chatbot that the SameSame team has created provides young people with access to essential information about sexual orientation and gender identity in ways that are relevant to the context in Africa and in Asia where we work, and also engaging to young people. The chatbot offers our users a chance to chat directly with experts like medical doctors or lawyers. Our chatbot shares stories, true life stories from young people, so that the young people who are using our bot can find out how young people just like them have navigated depression, stress, and anxiety. Our chatbot provides users with access to a directory of vetted services or tactics to deal with places where vetted identity-affirming services may not be available. And our chatbot provides our users with tools to boost their mental health. On that note, at the core of our chatbot is an adaptation of an 8-session cognitive behavioral therapy course that has been proven to boost the mental well-being of queer youth. In multiple randomized controlled trials, this proven intervention, called Affirm, has been shown to reduce depression, stress, and anxiety, boost coping skills, and boost hope for the future. Now we're working with the creators of this intervention and young people in each country that we hope to launch in to adapt this intervention to meet local needs. Our journey began thanks to the Chat for Impact Accelerator. SameSame was an idea gathering dust in a PowerPoint deck until finally we got a chance through the Chat for Impact Accelerator to turn our idea into a working prototype. With the support of the Turn.io team, we were able to create a prototype of our service that then led us to secure funding from the agency fund to launch our service in South Africa, from another donor to launch our service in Zimbabwe, and most recently, we've been invited by MIT Solve an initiative established by MIT to join the 2022 cohort of MIT solvers, teams who are using technology to solve some of the most urgent and pressing challenges facing humanity. Through this funding, we are launching our chatbot service in South Africa and Zimbabwe over the next 6 months. And we've also made a lot of progress getting our service ready so that it can be launched in Indonesia, where we can prove that what we're building for Africa can also work in parts of Asia. How are we going to be scaling this service across all of these different countries? Well, one of the things we've decided to do is to develop unique identities for the service in every country. And that is because we want to appeal to young people in each country and work within their culture. And it's also because while SameSame might be out and proud, in countries where there are laws that might make it difficult to share information about sexual orientation or gender identity, we'll need to create a little bit of distance sometimes between the name and identity of our service and the name and identity of our parent brand, SameSame, which is going to be out and proud. So in South Africa, our brand is called Fana Fana, which is a direct translation of SameSame. And I've got a few slides here from our visual identity manual, which was put together by a local queer creative for you to get a sense of what the Fana Fana bot looks like, what it feels like. In Indonesia, the service is called Kita Kita, which is Indonesian for something like us together. And here are some slides put together by our incredible queer creative team in Indonesia, so you get a feel of what the service there is going to look like. While we're developing all of these different visual identities and adapting the content to meet local needs, we also need to find ways of creating an infrastructure that allows us to scale quickly and cost effectively and adapt very quickly to different conditions in different countries. This is an expanded diagram of all of the technology that we're using to deliver the chatbot. But I want to talk to you about some of the ways that we hope to be using reinforcement learning algorithms to try and dynamically adapt our chatbot to meet changing conditions in every country that we try and launch the service in. At the moment, the way our system is set up, we are collecting data, storing it in Google BigQuery, and using Google Data Studio to inform manual programmatic decision making. And yes, we are testing different versions of our bot, running A/B tests to try and identify what versions of the bot tend to lead to greater engagement, what versions of the bot tend to lead to greater changes in depression, stress, and anxiety, as measured through surveys which we've created and delivered through the bot, which are adapted from standardized clinical tools. At the moment, that's a fairly manual process. And that is going to be very taxing and very challenging when we're trying to run this service in 40 countries all at the same time. We won't have enough people to manually interrogate the data. So what we are hoping to do, and this is going to be made possible in part thanks to the support that we've received from the Chat for Impact Accelerator so far, is to introduce reinforcement learning algorithms. And these reinforcement learning algorithms will allow us to randomly assign users who come to the bot to one of many multiple variations of the bot. For each module that we're creating for our cognitive behavioral therapy intervention, we are looking at creating text-only versions, video-only versions, audio-only versions, versions with a very authoritative clinical persona, versions with a more informal, chatty persona. And we're going to be comparing how effective each of these different arms are at driving engagement and producing changes in depression, stress, and anxiety. And through the reinforcement algorithms, we are going to be learning and dynamically adapting the chatbot so that we don't have to wait for people like me and the rest of our team to try and make the decisions. Like most WhatsApp services, we're not trying to take humans out of the loop, but we are trying to supercharge humans through the use of data science. That was a very high-level overview. If you're interested in learning more, please get in touch with me. You can find me on Twitter at John the Mac, JONTHEMAC. SameSame is also on Twitter at just SameSame. And in the meantime, why don't you scan this QR code and play around with the MVP of our chatbot. I hope you found some of this useful. Please come and talk to me if you have any questions. Bye.